Red State Update. My name's Jackie, bro.
Folks, people, my name's Dunlap. Jackie, you been keeping up with the news?
No.
Don't blame you, really. I mean, you can get on the computer and look at it.
I don't ever get on the computer. I look at the news. I don't look at none of the news. I used to look at CBS.
Uh-huh.
Just to, that's all you need. You don't need CNN all day. You don't need Fox all day. You definitely don't need Fox all day. You don't need none of them all day. Just CBS for a little bit. But I quit looking at CBS because they fired 60 Minutes. And then I quit looking at ABC because they fired George Stephanopoulos or something, made him pay up some money or something like that. I don't know which one ain't bent the knee to him yet.
Newsmax still keeps a pretty good...
They're pretty much on. I don't know if I get them or not. I don't know what channel that's on. But, we need some sort of even keel sort of news source. And as far as TV goes, there ain't none as I know. They're PBS, but he going to get rid of PBS.
Yeah.
Don't like it no more. Yeah.
He going to get rid of PBS. Yeah. He fired 60 Minutes.
He makes
George Stephanopoulos pay for his own parking.
Yeah.
And then what about NBC? Did they get in trouble?
I don't know. It gets NBC. That's enough as it is. That's reason enough not to watch, but yeah.
You think he's going to bring Matt Lauer back?
Is he going to pardon him?
Yeah, he's going to pardon him, make him president of NBC.
Yeah.
Give him the Today Show back.
Sure. Where in the world is he? It don't matter where he is. He's the boss. Yeah.
Yeah. He's in his office. Door shut. Listen, people think Trump's going to fire, and by fire, I mean pardon.
Sure.
Because that's the show now. It's like, you're fired, used to be.
Yeah.
But now he's like, bring me the worst people in the world, and I'll pardon. The new apprentice is, you're pardoned.
Yeah. Well, he pardoned the one woman that was stealing money. She's a politician. You can look it up. I know we're supposed to give all these facts and whatnot, but she used the money she stole. There was money raised for veterans, I believe, and she used it for plastic surgery, which, judging from a picture from her, didn't do much good. But anyway.
Oh, I thought you meant plastic surgery for the veterans.
No, just for herself. She took the money from me. Yeah.
Well, they say he's going to pardon Diddy. It's what? Rumors. Diddy? Puff Daddy. Do you remember Sean Puffy Combs, Jackie? No. Remember he had you over for a party at least 3 times that I remember, and you came back exhausted. You don't remember none of that?
Well, any party like that, I don't go to them. I don't remember going to none, but if it's late at night, I'm going to be tired no matter what.
Yeah. Well, you were tired and slick looking.
What?
And you come back from Diddy's party, and you said, I hope Trump pardons him someday.
I didn't say that about nobody, let alone whoever that is, Disney, Dibby.
Listen, this is a thing that people on both sides can agree has crossed their minds when you hear about a celebrity who has been accused of an awful, awful crime that is in the news and people are keeping up with. In the back of your head, whether you voted for him or not, you're thinking Trump is going to pardon him. He's going to pardon Diddy and think that means he likes black people. In his mind, pardoning Diddy is the same as supporting civil rights. That's what's wrong with Donald Trump.
Well, he had over, I don't know all the rappers, but Yeasty, he had him over his house, and he's a Nazi rapper.
Yeah, he made a new song about Hitler.
Yeah.
He thought it was funny.
How many songs are written about Hitler every year, you reckon? Just not just rap songs, but just songs in general, you think?
6.
That seems about right, yeah.
Jackie, I do think that more people on Twitter, X, listen to Nazi songs than anybody else. And I'd say probably thanks to Elon Musk and people who like Hitler having their own branch of social media now.
Yeah.
And the tools to make their own music. You can get on AI and say, make me a Hitler song. Use these instruments. Give it a disco what's that, 4 on the floor beat?
I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
And then they just do it. And people, that's used to be kids that entertain themselves, like put a filter on their phone and make them look like a rabbit or a little dog, tongue come out, and they'd send it to their friends. Now they're making Hitler songs.
I wouldn't ask a human being to write me a Hitler song, let alone a computer. I don't want a Hitler song unless he's saying, you know, he's awful, unless Donald Duck's singing it and kicking little Nazis around the World War II, didn't he, when they used to fight Nazis as old ones. They don't show them no more as much.
Not as much as they used to, no.
Well, when they fight the Nazis, okay. When they fight the Japanese, those cartoons, they ain't, you know, what you call it, they ain't right. That, you know.
Don't listen. Anything that we want to keep canceled, we better not mention it, because they're listening. And they're making a list. And it don't matter what it is. It's like Larry Dallas's attitudes towards women on Three's Company. Whatever you're just thinking, pop culture, real life, people you work with, you're like, oh, maybe he shouldn't have been fired. Don't say it out loud. Because that son of a bitch is going to come back to your office or garage or work site. And he's going to do the same shit he did before, and you're going to say, you can't talk to her like that. And he's going to say, the fucking president says I can, and he's going to whip out that executive order on your ass.
This president is a perfect example of that. You know, we got rid of him, and you thought, well, that's done. You know, January 6th, that should be enough to cancel him. This should be enough, but no, he's right back in the White House now, doing everything else. Just as awful as it was the first time, if not worse this time around.
It's worse because they're more smug about it.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
And I feel like Stephen Miller's on TV more.
That's not, nobody wants that. There's not even, MAGA people don't even want him on TV more. I mean, they're like, fine, he's doing his job, he's getting people out of the country, that's fine. We don't need to see him talk about it on TV. There's nobody that wants that man on TV, period.
No, nobody, even his family. Well, his wife may be like, well, he's out of the house. He's doing a news hit.
She'd rather see him on TV than at home in the living room, I'm sure. Yes, anybody would, but still, you don't want to put the rest of the country through that. You decided to marry him. I didn't. Hell.
Did you think about it, though? Was there a time when you and Stephen Miller were close to tying the knot?
What the hell are you talking about? No, I don't want to have anything to do with that man at all.
Jackie?
What?
I want to commend you, though, for something that we haven't talked about a lot on here, but I noticed earlier in this show, the Red State Update show, that you were making a real effort to keep track of rappers' names.
Yeasty's the only one I know because he's a Hitler rapper that Trump had over the house. Him and another Nazi that wasn't a rapper but still a Nazi.
Mm-hmm.
That's all the reason I remember that. I don't know the other rapper. I know who's the one I like the one that fought the sharks in the kitchen.
LL Cool J.
I like him. He's good. I don't know about his rapping, but I like him when he's fighting the sharks in the kitchen. He get in the oven. A rapper get himself in the oven to hide from a shark in the kitchen. That's a good movie. That's really beautiful. Hollywood paid note to make the good movies again. That you put a rapper in the oven, the shark trying to get him, and I'll buy a ticket.
Don't say put nobody in the oven.
Well, not to put him in. He was helping himself. He put himself in the oven. Nobody put the rapper in the oven. He put his own damn self in the oven.
Jackie,
to get away from a shark. You would too, if a shark trying to get you, a smart one like that. Yeah.
It was smart. That was a smart shark.
That's the smartest shark I ever seen in a movie.
Talking about Deep Blue Sea, folks. I have a question about Deep Blue Sea, but it's kind of a spoiler. I mean, the answer to the question is a spoiler, so I don't know if I should ask it or not.
I don't know what it is, but I don't know.
Does his bird make it? Don't answer it. I'll have to just watch it again and find out.
I don't. I like his bird. Yeah, that's part of it too. And rappers with birds too. More rappers need to have birds.
That's true. That's true. You can't even argue about that. And the bird, there's a website called Does the Dog Die? And before you go see a movie, you can look up to see if the dog in it gets hurt. Because you watch a horror movie and you see a dog, and they're like, come here, Spuffy. And they go, oh, Spuffy, what are you barking at out here? Shit, Spuffy ain't gonna make it.
Usually I don't like it when animals die, but like except for John Wick's, because the animal had to die, otherwise it wouldn't be a movie. If a dog had lived, he just stayed home. He wouldn't have all that, fighting and all that stuff.
But you fridged that dog just so you could watch him. Would it be a better world if he was just at home with his dog? Instead of like getting weird hitman economy money from a vault? How many hitmen are in this? Who do they kill? They're all hitmen.
Everybody kills each other in those movies. Yeah, they ain't no dogs. I mean, he got a new dog that, thank goodness, keeps him safe, I think, and whatnot. And then they got them fighting dogs in it. I like them. I like that a lot. Dogs are fighting.
Nobody made a John Wick's dog cartoon yet where the dog is a hitman?
They have a hitman dogs in the movies, don't they? One of them, they got 5 or 6 of them.
But do they have to pay them and they go around to different dog hotels?
Sure, they get a treat or something like that,
Oh, that's right. It would be based on treats. You go to the counter of the dog hotel and you put like a treat on the counter and they go,
suitcase of milk bones, whatnot. Yeah. Take out this hit, yeah.
Spuffy, welcome back.
Well, if they're doing it, they're making a bunch of John Wick's movies without him, so they might well make them with the dogs. I'd go see that.
I'd go see it, too. I don't need to see Anna de Armas and nothing. I need to see a dog, a ballerina dog.
Who?
Show me that. Show me a ballerina dog.
I like dog dancing. I seen you get on YouTube or somewhere like that, you'll see a dog in a, tutu or something doing something. That's cute. I like it.
When I said it out loud like that, show me a dog ballerina, I half expected like a computer to turn on and show me a dog, AI kind of build it like a 3D printer, turn on somewhere in the back and get a little dog ballerina. They were almost there, Jackie.
Well, we'll see about that. I don't want that in my house. I don't want, that's like having a genie or something. Just like, I want this. Give me 3 wishes and a poof, and there it is. Like Bewitched or something. Bewitched or Witch, the genie is the same. No, I get them mixed up. There's Bewitched and Genie in the title, yeah.
Janie lived with JR.
Yeah.
In sin.
Yeah.
And, they pretend that she goes back to that bottle and stuff, but she calls him master. If he wants her to stay over, they're going to stay. They're going to have fun. They're adults. It was the 60s. He was a soldier. He's serving America at the time. And she was, an all-powerful, godlike creature who, got into misunderstandings.
Bewitched, she acted right. It was most of her family, whatnot, married in the family. She tried to fix things with her powers, but the whole family was a mess. You couldn't deal with them. They'd always come over the house, mess stuff up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trump got a plane. They just give him a plane. They're just bribing him in broad daylight. Anybody ever give you a plane, Jackie?
Oh, hell no. Nobody ever give me a plane. I don't want a plane. I don't what I do with it. I don't go nowhere, no how.
Who wants to get in the air these days? They're dropping out of the sky. They're running into each other.
What's his name ahead of whoever took, Buttigieg?
I think it was Puck.
Whatever Puck is, he made sure his wife didn't fly into Newark because he didn't want her to crash. Also, don't do your job. Don't try to help other people. Just make sure your wife gets on a plane. It'll get her where she's going without her falling out of the damn sky.
I got to say, even that sounds pretty decent for a Trump administration official.
Well,
a lot of them probably be like, yeah, send her to Newark.
Fingers crossed, yeah.
Hegseth's probably like got a whole raft of people he's sending to Newark. Nobody wants to go to Newark anyway. That old joke.
What is it?
So all the air traffic controllers out there, they got fired. Just like under Reagan, except somehow more planes are crashing.
Well, Reagan, didn't they hired other people, didn't they? Didn't they get other people to try to do the job? They went on
that's
strike.
Right.
This one, they just fired them and didn't hire no damn people.
Yeah.
You be all right on your own. Good luck.
Those just come by and say, well, I don't understand it. Do we need it?
Well, some cases they do when they fire all the people in charge of nuclear armaments and they realize, oh, we need those people. Perhaps we should try to find them and hire them back, which I think they went ahead and did. This has happened 2 or 3 times, but as far as I know, they ain't hired no, air traffic controllers back. Yeah, not them. We don't need them yet. We can hold up a few flights here and there.
Nobody wants to go to Newark.
Yeah, well,
that old joke they
what
say.
Is it? I don't know it.
Nobody wants to go to Newark.
I don't know.
It was Tip Andrew's sister's song.
What was it?
Jackie, let me ask you a question now. If somebody did give you a plane, what kind of plane would you want? Would you want a palace in the sky type of plane?
I don't want a plane. I don't need a plane or anything. If I had to have one, I guess I'd like one of them old-timey Red Baron planes just to look at it. I wasn't flying it or nothing, but,
you just park it out front and look at you. Would you go out and sit in it?
There's museums and stuff with planes out front that don't go nowhere no more. That's fine. Just look at it, wash it every now and then, sit in it.
That's work. That's extra work. You got to wash a damn plane.
First off, I don't want a plane. You said if somebody give you one, what kind would you want? And if I had to have one, I guess I'd like it that. You spray it, just wash it off and leave it for people to look at. Let the kids sit in it, whatever.
You just want a yard vehicle you can wash.
Well, I ain't going to fly it. I ain't a pilot. I don't want nobody flying me in it either. I get sick. I said, let Tom Cruise hang off of them or whatever like it. I don't have nothing to do with them.
Tom Cruise gives you coconut cake at Christmas. That's how he bribes people.
What is it?
He gives you, there's a coconut cake he gets out in Hollywood, a cake. And if you are friends with him or he wants to try to lure you over into his religion, he sends you a coconut cake.
I don't want no cake from him, good Lord.
It's supposed to be a good cake.
I'm sure it is. I don't need a plane. I don't need a cake. I don't need none of it. I'm fine on my own. Thank you very much. What the president's saying is, anytime anybody asks him about it, what's wrong with you? This is a liberal talking points, me accepting a plane of $400 million plane. Yes, you should be embarrassed for asking me about it. I'm going to take a plane. I'd be a fool not to. I believe that's pretty much sums up what it says, more or less.
Yeah, it'd be stupid not to take this. You'd be stupid not to take this plane bribe, which I guess that is how he thinks.
If you function on that level about bribery and you give me this, I give you that, then yes, by all means, $400 million is a good. But what does he give in return? That's, of course, what we don't know. We don't know. But half the money that the people that made the plane, they give, what the people say now, last time they sent planes to, they sent it to 9/11 and all that, which they do. The country, supports terrorism or gives money to them anyhow. So I guess that's another thing. How much money did they give Hamas? Well, they're giving me more with this plane, and that's all that matters. As long as they love me more than Hamas, that's what counts, right?
Do they put up pictures of him all over Washington, D.C.? I wonder if they have him in the Middle East when he's on Middle East tour right now.
I'm sure they put up some pictures of him here and there to go, they coming for a visit, right?
You think, Trump going to the Middle East, that don't sound right, but it does sound right because that's where they got the castles. That's where they got the gold castles, not like European castles. Oh. That's why he hates Europe. European castles old, drafty, you got to climb stairs. He wants Middle East castles where everything is gold and there's elevators.
He's supposedly changing the White House over. They say you're doing a lot of work to make it more Mar-a-Lago in White House history and all that stuff, which, hey.
Are they going to get rid of the Rose Garden again? Like
that?
She was going to get rid of it, and then I think people said, no, don't do that. And see, that was the first time when you could still cause the slightest bit of a ruckus. And maybe now that, people don't like us getting rid of the Rose Garden. Well, there's fucking shit all over the Rose Garden.
But yeah,
we going to get out there.
This time it ain't her decision, though. From what I understand, she don't go to the White House no more. She ain't around there no more or something, whatever.
Maybe they're trying to get her back, get her to come by at least. Like if they get rid of the Rose Garden, I think she's got to at least come by and do a ceremonial snip of a plant.
Something, yeah.
Or at least here she's taking some of the trimmings to the trash. There she goes. They stole a statue of her. Did you hear about that? She got a statue in her home country. Who
wants it? I mean, no offense to her. I don't know anything about her one way or other, but I wouldn't want a statue of her. I don't want...
I don't know that they...
I wouldn't want a doll of her, let alone a whole big statue. I don't want nothing.
You don't want nothing for nobody. You don't want no cake. You don't want no doll.
No,
you don't want no plane.
I don't. All of these things are impractical things that I can't use. I can't use an airplane. I don't have a job where I need to fly here and there or whatnot. I definitely don't need a statue of me or anybody else. That's pointless. I don't see the point in statues anymore. People make a big fuss over taking them down, putting them back up, taking them down. I don't just get rid of all of them. I don't want a damn statue. I don't need to look at no statue or nothing. Statue of Liberty's fine. It's been there for a long time. Leave it. The rest of them can go.
What about if Melania had a doll? I bet Trump would say little girls can have more than 2 or 3 dolls.
Well, he can have about 4 or 5 Melania dolls. And he'll get mad at Walmart if they raise the price on them, yeah.
Yeah, the president's telling Walmart what to do now. That seems, there's lots of things that have happened over the years that I thought, well, this doesn't seem like something that good, God-fearing country folk are going to cotton to. This don't seem like something a cast member of Hee Haw would say, yeah, that's fine. This doesn't seem like something somebody in overalls sitting at home washing their plane out in the yard would go, yeah, that's my president. And one of them is telling Walmart what to do.
Well, look, I say this much. I'd rather him tell Walmart for them to eat the cost than the American people. I'll give him that.
I thought China was supposed to eat the cost.
No. Somebody's going to eat the cost. It ain't going to be China.
So he
met with them again. He's the big, tough negotiator, deal of the maker. Just kept it the same thing it was under Biden. Ain't no damn difference except, we ain't sending our stuff there, but they still sending it here, and it costs more.
Is that what he said to them? Is like,
hell, I don't know what he said.
I get Walmart to do it.
It didn't have anything to do with nothing. All of it, no, it's a bunch of mess.
Did they show him a palace in the sky? Do they have a palace in the sky for him? He could get a bunch of planes, because if he gets this plane and he takes it and he keeps it and it's clear to everybody that he's just doing whatever Qatar wants, then why wouldn't every country give him a plane? I guess he might say, I don't need any more planes. I'm good on planes, but you can give me a hotel or a...
Let me put my hotel here.
Oh.
Return Melania's statue.
Right.
Various things, maybe that's what it is for ransom. That could be what it is.
Do you think somebody stole it to put it in their house?
I wouldn't. That's what don't make any sense to me. I mean, why would you want it there? I don't know. I don't know why anybody would want it, period. Unless a ransom or whatnot, because I ain't going to pay for a statue. I didn't pay for it to begin with.
Maybe they just ripped it down to throw it in the ocean or something.
Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe it was made of copper or something. They get some money for it.
What do they do with all them statues that they took down, the Civil War statues? Where they just throw them in, like you said, throw them in the ocean, put them in a museum? Some
people, that one they took and tossed it down in the ocean. But I think a lot of them was cheap. A lot of them aren't like these big, colonial soldiers. Took them to the ironworks and made these. They were like cheap-ass plaster things that white people in the 1920s wanted to put up to remind black people.
Yeah.
It wasn't like, well, there was companies that made them. Like you could order a fucking Confederate general statue from like Duluth and they'd send it to you. And it was cheap-ass statue.
It's a principle that mattered. It didn't matter what the materials were, as long as the people got the hint and understood what it meant to put up General Lee wherever the hell you put him up, this and that. Yeah. Heritage, yeah. Speaking of putting up plaques and statues, whatnot, they're not letting them put up a plaque in Congress in memory of the police that protected all of them on January 6th.
What?
Big surprise on that they're not letting them put it up.
Okay, I get confused nowadays when something comes out like, oh, they got to do this now, or he signed this, or they can't do this, or they're not letting them do this. So who was trying to put up a plaque?
I would assume the Democrats are. I would assume, and you would hope maybe a couple of Republicans would be like, oh, yeah, they did save our lives that day. Maybe we should, but no, I don't think that's the case. But yeah, they have big practice for Memorial, January 6th, let alone he already pardoned all of them, pardoned again. They get all of them walking free, but still, they thought, well, at least we can do is maybe put up a plaque just to remember the police officers, some of which who gave their lives, this and that, to save ours. We put it up, regardless where you stand on, politics here, that, people did attack the Capitol. They did, use a bathroom in that rotunda, all that stuff, on and on and on. Figured just put up a plaque to remember, oh, yeah, thank you. We was on TV. I don't remember. Did you see that? Some of y'all may have seen it on TV. Most people did. Saw it. So we know it happened. You can let it pardon as many people as you want. We still saw them do it. So, put up a plaque, but no, they ain't going to do that. Hell no.
Can't they just, somebody really wants to do it, can't they just get a hammer and a nail, go out, take it down to where they inscribe things for the Little League Championship and just say, here's a plaque for the cops, and then hammer it up somewhere there? I mean,
you run the risk of him having another January 6th, letting them all back in to take it down, but okay, sure, go ahead, put it up.
I mean, it seems like security's lax, right? So you could probably just go in and pretend to be maintenance and put up a thing.
Sure.
And then, if Republicans try to take it down, you say, they're trying to take us down. And they say, well, you shouldn't have snuck in and then January 6th happened. So I guess you're right. There's no good way to do nothing.
Up to it one way
more.
Yeah.
Why does he signs stuff, executive order? Trump says everybody's got to do what he says now regarding whatever.
Yeah.
Trans soldiers.
Yeah.
But he just signed a thing. It don't mean nothing, right? But we're always like, well, he did a thing. But what does it actually mean when he does that thing?
Well, it means a lot till the Supreme Court says it doesn't. And then, of course, it still means a lot because nothing gets done about it. So I don't
But is it a law when he signs it? I mean,
executive order. It's an executive
what does
order.
that mean?
I don't know what it means. Evidently, they don't. Nobody else does. They keep sending it to the Supreme Court to find out what it means, and the Supreme Court tells them, and then they don't give a damn what the Supreme Court says. So what does any of it mean? You tell me.
I don't know.
I don't either.
I mean, he said,
what the Constitution mean? He's going on TV saying, I don't know if we need to follow that or not. I don't know what's it mean. What does this mean? What does that mean? Nothing means nothing any damn more.
You tell it, he'll be like, yeah, we don't have to follow the Constitution. And then he'll say, are you sure we don't have to follow the Constitution? Reporters say, you sure about that? And he'll say, oh, I don't know. That's what they told me. I don't know. I don't know that much about it.
That's what everything the news, what is it, Surgeon General, whatever. Like, a woman don't even have a doctorate degree or whatnot. Like, what do you got to say about it? I don't know anything about it. Ask Kennedy Jr. I don't know first thing about it. Go ask Bobby.
That's actually because sometimes you can see he's figuring out that maybe he's in trouble, or maybe they have a point, or he just hadn't figured out how to talk about it yet, so he just got past the buck.
Sure.
On that one, they were like, this woman she's just crazy. She just says, eat some weeds or whatever, and you'll be cured.
Yeah.
And pay me for the weeds. Send off for my weeds.
Then he says, well, the other crazy person hired that crazy person.
Yeah.
Don't talk to me about it.
Yeah. And you can see that he's like, that does sound like something he would do. That's his thing. It's like crazy people eating weeds as medicine.
Yeah.
So he's like, yeah, okay. I don't know about that one. You need to ask him, because he's like, I bet he did do that. He doesn't care what people are doing.
No.
You can't tell him what's really happening if you work for him, which imagine that. And imagine being on a plane with him. Imagine being in a closed space. I mean, for the people who have to ride with him, it'll probably be better to get on that big new plane.
The big has got floors to it, different.
Things take a smell out or whatever.
Yeah, you could be up. Let me sit in the bottom part, please. Where's the president going to be? Oh yeah, just put me over here. Yeah, please.
Yeah, you don't.
Where's Stephen Miller going to be on the plane?
Oy.
I won't be in the opposite end of that end.
Imagine that. That just ain't fun. I don't understand. You get to be that mean, that crooked, that cartoonishly evil, that greedy, that bent on destroying everything decent and good, and it don't even look fun.
No. None of it looks fun. I wonder about that, all those people out there, because, here in Tennessee, Nashville, they had to shut down Broadway because ICE come in, took all the kitchen help, took everybody, Kid Rock had to close down his whatever, honky-tonk, whatever, whatnot, blah, 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 because ICE come and raided his place. And they're saying all these people, these ICE people, they don't have to show you no paperwork, they don't have to show you no badge or nothing like that. They're just people got masks on, and people are, insinuating went, are these January 6 people? Are these Proud Boys? Sure, I guarantee you it's a bunch of that. But I'm going to say, you talk about not having no fun. Is Steve Miller go out on those raids every now and then? Does he put one of them masks on him so he can throw some brown people in a truck?
He might be having fun.
That's what I'm saying. About the only way I could figure him having fun is going out and doing that.
He might be having fun.
Let me put a mask on.
And I need two big, strong fellers on either side of me in case something happens.
Yeah, I wasn't able to throw them that hard in the truck. Can you throw them in there? I threw them in there once, pull them out. You could throw them in there a little harder. Yeah, make sure to put them in there because I ain't really got the...
Because that's why you have henchmen, because you're built like Stephen Miller.
Yep.
You need somebody to do the hard work for you, and if you can't be evil enough, get them to do it, and you get to watch.
You don't expect Trump to go in there on January 6th and take a big crap in the middle of Rotunda himself.
No, he's already shit all over the White House.
He did, yeah. That's right. He got the Constitution framed up right behind him in the White House so he could figuratively take a big hockey on it every damn day.
Kid Rock closing his restaurant, that's a big deal because he didn't even close it when that man come in and swung his colostomy bag around.
That's right. They kept it open. I think maybe they had a drink special or something. If you got some of it on you, you got a half off or something like that. If you got some poo-poo on you, you get, whatever, catfish and a beer half price. Yeah.
He's like... Hey, these drinks taste better. What y'all do? Hire a new bartender? Listen, also, I think what they did, they said, okay, 5 minutes, everybody out. We got to hose it down. And then 5 minutes later, open it back up.
Yep.
Kid Rock's is open back for business.